And now, for something completely different, BBC America announced today that they will be spinning off their highly successful show, Downton Abbey. Due to massive budget restrictions, they've chosen to set their new show in Lawrence, Kansas, and focus on the public schools. So here is a sneak peek for you of the upcoming season of Downton School District.
By your smug expression, you've concluded negotiations with the servants, I mean teachers, about their service agreement?
Yes, Lady Stubblefield. The contract is complete. Negotiations were very short. After all, once King Samuel of Brownback took away their union, there wasn't much to negotiate. The main sticking point was whether they would work 7 days a week or 6.5.
Oh. Please tell me you granted them Sunday morning so they could attend church.
Good God, woman, these are unionists! They don't go to church. They wanted a half day off to watch some amusement called basketball. Sounds ghastly. Although I understand the local university team quite good.
Is this the same basketball that they've been watching over the internet? I told Carson to shut the system down. All of them wanted to watch, except for the servants in purple. They didn't seem interested. I don't know why. Lord Dole, this contract you negotiated, it provides time off for an occasional weekend?
Yeah, when else are they to get their planning and grading done?
But what the devil is a weekend?
Will the servants, I mean teachers, get to watch the internet? Will they get a weekend? Here's a second helping of Downton School District.
Tell me again, Mr. Bates, what will the district do with the bonds?
Well, Carson is really the expert there. But I suppose Lord Dole will want to implement Mr. Hayden's modernization scheme. I believe the first part of the plan is to get rid of the portable estates.
Estates? There aren't portable estates in Downton School District. Are there?
Oh yes, there are. A friend of mine working at Hillcrest Manor said they've had a portable estate for over 20 years.
20 years? Imagine that. Those poor suffering students and teachers.
As if you give a fig for anything but yourself. They are masters, we are servants. We teach in a privy if they told us to.
Well, all I can tell you is what the bonds won't be used for: staff. I just came from a lengthy discussion with His Lordship, and in spite of the issuance of the bonds, we will be adding no staff at this time. Only technology.
But aren't we adding new kitchens? My goodness. Give me a brand new kitchen and no staff to cook in it. Next thing you know, they'll be asking me to cook Crispitos or ribettes or some other horrid form of soy. But Mrs. Padmore, you said I was going to get a para. I don't get a para, I want a para.
What will happen next? Will the issuance of the bonds lead to happiness and contentment? Will Daisy get her para? You just can't wait, can you? Well, here's one more clip of you addicts who just can't get enough.
Lord Dole, I told the Earl that none of our staff could possibly work at his Blue Valley estate. Here we also exceed expectations, and we have not been forced to raise salaries much for quite some time.
I could not agree more. In fact, I think everyone in the village knows that we here at Downton School District are able to exceed expectations at the lowest possible expense.
Father, I attended the rally in Topeka recently.
Sybil, you did not.
As I said, at the rally, I learned of the Duchess Susan Waggle, who goes to such extremes and wants to put public education back to the dark ages with idiotic suggestions regarding the teaching of science or lack thereof.
Sybil, you are quite wonderful. The way you see room for improvement wherever you look. I've never seen such reforming zeal.
Grandmama, I take that as a compliment.
I must have said that wrong. Lady Ryan, how goes your work on the Southwest Abbey?
Well, the habits in the hallway for our 14-year-old boys should never be discussed in polite company. But otherwise, the Abbey is running smoothly and efficiently.
Excellent. Once we implement Mr. Hayden's modernization scheme, I think we'll have Downton School District prepared for the future. Now, as you all know, King Samuel of Brownback will be here tomorrow for lunch. I believe we have a special surprise. Thomas?
Your lord, ladyships. Mrs. O'Brien's dear friend Minnie, from an estate down south, has offered to prepare a very special, personal pie for King Samuel of Brownback when he visits tomorrow. Countess. Minnie expressly stated that this pie was for King Brownback only. She calls it Mississippi mud pie.
Oh my! What could possibly happen next? What could possibly be in that pie? You'll just have to watch the January premiere of Downton School District, only on BBC America, where British accents appear in Kansas and all of our programs exceed expectations.